it's a great place to be.
Mm.
It's a very calm environment. There's no, noise, riots. It just everything is beautiful here. Yeah, to be
Okay.
frank and to be honest. Yes,
Mm.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't feel scared when you're roaming in. You can go anywhere, provided you're not breaking in a room. You
Mm.
are free
Yeah.
to roam around, do your things, can leave your anything anyhow, and then it's just a safe place to be. Yeah.
Yeah. Flying like that, Wada GM, welcome back to my channel. Very soon, I'll be introducing my guest to share her experiences about living in China. If it's something you like to watch, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hi!
Hello.
Welcome to my channel.
Thank you. Thank you.
How do you feel?
I'm so happy and honored to share my experiences in China
Mm,
so far. Yeah,
okay.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here.
And I'm glad you are here.
Thank
Like,
you.
okay. So, do you mind introducing yourself to us?
Okay, so my name is Linda. I'm from Ghana, and then I'm a
Yeah.
postgraduate student, postgraduate student in China Pharmaceutical University. I'm in my first year. Yes,
Okay. 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 You mentioned you are from Ghana and you are in China Pharmaceutical University, CPU for sure, right?
yeah, CPU. Yes, yes.
Okay. What are you studying?
Pharmacognosy.
Pharmacognosy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so it means that you did your first degree in Ghana before coming here, right?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay. Why China?
Mm, China it's a great place to be.
Mm.
It's a very calm environment. There's no, you know, noise, riots. It just everything is beautiful here. Yeah, to be
Okay.
frank and to be honest. Yes,
Mm.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't feel scared when you're roaming in. You can go anywhere, provided you are not breaking in a room. You
Mm.
are free
Yeah.
to roam around, do your things, can leave your anything anyhow, and then it's just a safe place to be. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So was CPU recommended to you by someone or you went online and then you were looking for schools and then you found CPU? How did you find CPU?
Okay. So my journey to even application, I
Mm.
would say was that everything that happened to
Mm.
me, it was I call it it's like a miracle or something, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So I have a friend who was
Mm.
already in China.
Okay.
So 2021, we're applying schools together,
Mm.
but he had the opportunity of the program he wanted to do, so he
Mm.
came.
Okay.
And then, so fast forward 2022, I also, yeah, same 2021. I
Mm.
had some opportunities, but I was like, no, it's not the course I want to offer. So
Yeah.
I couldn't make it. Yes.
Mm.
So when I made up my mind that, okay, I was going to try again to
Mm.
apply for school. So he suggested that I have to, first of all, get a supervisor who will accept me
Yeah.
before I'll even apply to the school because I had the mind of applying for CSC, that's for
Okay.
Chinese government scholarship. So
Yes.
he said the easier way to go is to find a supervisor who will accept me,
Mm.
and then that way getting the scholarship will be much easier.
Okay.
So he went online and then he was like, "What do I really want to do for cognosy?" And I said yes. So he
Mm.
said he's going to look for all the schools in China that offer cognosy and also under the CSC scholarship, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So he searched for the schools and he sent them to me. And
Okay.
then I was going through the schools one by one to look for a supervisor or someone I can write
Mm.
to accept me. So
Yeah.
when I was going through, then I got to my current supervisor, who is also a Ghanaian and is here.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, so that's how I wrote him with the help of one professor who also knew him. And
Okay.
then he guided me in writing my email and I forwarded it to him and he accepted me. So the rest is history. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's how complete. Yeah.
Okay. So guys, you can see me smiling. The reason being that her supervisor used to be my supervisor when I was in CP. Okay. Yeah, and she made mention of the fact that her supervisor is a Ghanaian. Our supervisor, I would say it's so easy, to respond to messages, okay? Unlike other supervisors that I know. I remember when I was applying for my master's, it was quite difficult finding a supervisor. Yeah, so I had to contact people in schools to help me with their supervisors. But our supervisor is very good. Yeah. Anyway, um, so how was the application process like before even coming
Um,
to China? How was it like?
so the application process as the requirements of a country,
Mm,
you really have to do a lot of documentation,
yes.
especially the Chinese government scholarship.
Mm,
So you have to notarize your documents that you
yeah.
send it to the court for them to do some notarization to show that they are legit from the
Mm,
institutions you've completed. And after the notarization, you have to do medical test. Yeah,
yeah.
you have to, there's a form you download on their website and you
Mm,
fill the form, you take it to the hospital to do various tests.
yeah.
And I must say, aside just doing that, the finances also involved. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you have to pay doctors, you have to pay for the test, you
Yeah.
have to pay for the notarization and everything.
Mm,
So I would say the document, it was tedious, but I really had Prof was there to guide me. He also
mm,
made one of his students too. I was in touch with him all the time. So
yeah.
they made me to get everything that I needed. So when I was really applying, I uploaded every single document.
Mm,
I didn't leave anything. Every single document
yeah.
I uploaded because I had everything to
Yeah.
um, upload on the site. So yes, I had to get everything together, get my essays, that's my research proposal, and then my study plan. Yes, and then yeah, I also have to get my recommendation. So before I even started applying, I'd already received my recommendations from the lectures I was to take from aside my supervisor. And he had
Okay.
already also given me his acceptance letter to work with me.
Mm,
Yes, and we were discussing on what topic or what research I'm coming to do so that I'll use to
okay.
write my research proposal. So
Mm,
yeah, so those were the things I had together and it wasn't easy though, but yeah, I pulled through.
okay. Okay. And then after everything, you got the admission and then you finally had to apply at the embassy. How was the experience like?
Why? Really don't serious,
Were you
yeah.
part of
So
those waking up at dawn to go and queue?
I think the whole thing, the stress I had was on the visa side, right? But the
Okay.
embassy, I only went there for interview. So Chinese
Mm.
now, I think, yeah, they've separated the visa center from the embassy itself.
Oh,
So you
really?
go for your, yeah. So that's what they've done now. So it's a
Mm.
different. There are different places.
Oh, okay.
So for me, I'm from the northern part of Ghana, right?
Mm. Mm.
So I was also working at no, Tamale. So
Mm-hmm.
for me to go through the visa and then their embassy and everything, I had to travel down to a sister who stays in Accra.
Mm.
So yeah, so I went to Accra. I think I had to go days before because my appointment was a Monday. Yes, I guess
Mm.
on Monday. So I had to be there by weekend, even before the Monday.
Mm.
So I left to Accra, and then on the Monday I went to the visa office. So there's a form you have to fill online to kind of book your date before you even go there. So I went there
It's been
and
a
on
while,
the
so I
Monday,
don't really remember.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure. So
Mm.
I went on the Monday, and then when I got there, they were giving me things. They said I was wearing earring to take
Mm.
the passport photo. They will
Mm.
not take it. I think that was not enough. They told me that my admission letter the school sent to me is not clear enough for them to read.
Oh,
That you read it.
really?
It's not clear enough for them to read it. So I called my supervisor and then he was saying, okay, then you have to. get in touch with the school to get a new scanned admission letter for me.
Yeah.
So luckily on my path that I was staying with a sister, what if I was renting or something? Would I have paid for those days?
No.
So, and he told me that the person to do that is not in school, so it have to be on Friday.
Mm,
So I had to be there for the whole, oh God. So I was like, God, it can't be Friday because I
mm,
have to go back to work too. I told work that Monday I'll finish everything and I'll return.
yeah.
So yes, he told me Friday, but then I'll say, okay. So I picked my everything. I went back home to where my sister was staying.
Mm,
And then I think on by Wednesday, then the person to scan the thing had come instead of the
okay.
Friday.
Mm,
So they scanned everything, they sent it to me. Then I went on the Wednesday
mm,
to the place. So when I went through the process. I had to pay for the visa. I didn't even know
yeah.
I was to pay for visa. I was just
Oh.
me. I was thinking because the one my friend told me that his time he didn't pay for visa because CAC people don't pay for visa. Then they were laughing at me. They were like, "Who told you that?" So I had to pay for visa. It was about 21,000 Ghana cedis or something, 2,100,000 cedis, Ghana
Okay.
cedis.
Mm,
Yeah, so I did everything, and they told me that on the Friday I was to go to the embassy for an interview.
mm,
Yeah, so I said okay. So the Friday I went to the embassy for the interview. It was in the embassy I really enjoyed everything. Everything was
mm,
cool. They were calm, and black people and white people we are different.
yeah.
Your own people treat you, but the Chinese were cool. When I went to the
Mm,
embassy, the interview was just like 5 minutes. It wasn't even
mm,
something so tedious or something. Yeah.
yeah.
So that was the process.
Okay. And okay. So now you have your visa and then you have to travel to China. If
Mm.
before coming to China, what were some of your expectations?
Wow. So for me, one of the things that actually I would say influence or kind
Mm,
of gave me the drive to come to China was the course I wanted to do. To
mm,
me, according to my research, it was pharmacognosy is best done in Asia because they still rely more on this traditional medicine, traditional
yeah.
stuff. And
Mm,
when you're looking at the research, more of India, China,
mm,
that kind of thing.
yeah.
So I was like, okay, so Asia is the right place. But I wasn't interested in India either. So I was like, okay, so China is um a country that is so like they're advancing in everything.
Mm,
Yeah, so I was like, okay, so China is the best place for me. And one of the things too is when I was looking through the schools and other places, I had my supervisor here who was more like a family to me. Yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, it was a thing for me. So the technology in China and the China Pharmaceutical University too is a top-notch university that when you complete from, you are
Mm,
highly respected because
yeah.
they do like proper research, they
Mm,
have the infrastructure, they have yeah, everything is here to make your studies cool. And then at the end of the day, you really learn a lot and you go back home being an impactful person to the society.
mm,
So yeah, those were the few things that actually drove me here to
yeah.
China.
Okay. Okay.
And I
Um.
think one of the
Mm,
things too is the nature of like how China is, how peaceful it is.
yeah.
My friend used to tell me here you can just leave your phone anywhere, you can leave your room open, nobody have your time. You
Yeah.
can do anything on the nobody is like Africa, everyone is concerned about what you do, but
Mm,
here, so
mm,
it's like that freedom to really be you. It's really here. So yeah.
yeah. Okay. Let me take you back to your supervisor. So
Mhm.
when you realized your supervisor was a Ghanaian, how was the feeling like?
Mhm. I was so happy.
Mm,
One thing I just said, God, whatever grace this man is carrying, I
mm.
pray for that same grace. Because I was going through, it was the only black I've seen. It's now that I came and I realized that there's also another black lecturer
Yes,
here,
yes, yes,
Dr. Ba. When I was going
yes.
through, he was the only black I saw. And I'm like, okay, so how is he able to fit in here with the school, with the how the school is, and even in China. And I also
Mm,
know how difficult it is to get a job in China. How
yes.
much more being a lecturer and even a professor at his age.
Mm,
So I was like, no, this man is extraordinary. So
yes.
I started receiving his grace on my head. So I I was really happy. I was really
Mm,
happy to work with him. And then I also had some lecturers who were telling me that you're going to China. When you get there, they will just push the reagents to you and say, start your work. They will not teach
mm,
you anything. They will be treating you anyhow. So you
yeah,
are really, really blessed to work with a black person. So I was
yeah,
coming here so excited. I was just so happy that I really found him and he was black. Yeah.
yes, yes. Okay. Okay. So now you are ready to come to China. I want to ask, um, was coming to China the first time you ever traveled out of Ghana?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
It was the first time. Yeah.
Okay. How about flying? Um, how about flying? Was that your first time also?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, so how was the
Yeah,
experience
for that long.
being in that big bird?
Mm, yeah, for that long. And my journey was, it was, go ahead. I don't even want to get there self.
Mm,
It was something else. I took the
mm.
longest route to China.
Whoa.
Yeah, the longest. Even my transit hours were like 13. I had to be in the airport, right?
Mm,
Yes, when I got to Qatar, I was in the airport. I was just sitting for 13 hours before my next flight to my next
wow.
destination. So it
Yeah.
was really a testing. Yeah. So the experience there, I would say, oh God, I was excited in the beginning. It's
Mm,
my first time to really travel that long in a
mm,
plane.
mm,
Yeah. But when I was not in the plane, I regretted for sitting inside.
mm.
And that kind of the edge to sit on top there and be looking at the view alone is so
Yes.
nice. But
Mm,
when you become exhausted, that's when you know that it's not worth it. And
yes.
then the thing too was the food in the
Mm,
plane.
mm.
I know my first time, I'm used to jollof, bangkun, those kind of food,
Mm,
macaroni and things. Then
yes.
here I found myself eating, I don't know, sugary chocolates. They were just bring you some things. So the time I even got to Qatar, I was
Mm.
bloated with sugars.
Uh-oh.
I was so, I don't know. I would say my gen, I didn't even know what I ate because I
Mm.
wasn't eating again because what they'll give me, I can't eat.
You can't
So it
eat.
was, I would say it was in the beginning, leaving Accra, I was the happiest person on earth.
Mm,
But then midway, oh God, I regretted it.
mm.
Yeah. So yeah,
Sorry.
that's actually
Okay.
it.
Yeah. And then fast forward, you arrive in China.
Mm-hmm.
Was or is China how you expected it to be?
Hmm.
From the stories you had heard,
How
is
would I?
it yes.
Sometimes for me, whatever I used to watch Chinese movies a lot, you
Mm,
know. So especially when I was about to come,
mm,
I was watching YouTube videos on what to expect when you come to China, those
yeah.
kind of things. But it's one thing to actually hear people say it, it's another thing to experience what you are hearing
Experience it, yes.
or seeing online. Good. So when I got here, I was like, okay, the first thing that just changed to me was the air
Mm,
and the sun.
yeah.
So it's in my head, I didn't know there was something like this place. There's sun sometimes, like it's sunny. I
Yeah.
see people say, oh, the temperature is high, but I didn't
Mm.
know their temperature here. It's even more, it's worse than the temperature in Africa.
Yes, yes, yes.
If it is hot, it's really hot.
Really hot.
So when I go here, the first thing was the smell was different.
Mm,
I didn't even know. And I started feeling nausea, I had to just pick something that was chewable, like a stick to chew. I
mm,
didn't know what I was feeling. Yeah. I felt like vomiting. And then I think the time I got here I got here at first August. Yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
it was the sun, what I felt, it wasn't sunny,
Mm,
but the heat, I could feel some piercing on my skin.
yes.
Yeah, that's how hot it was, yeah.
Mm,
And then the food,
mm.
the first time I used to watch their food on this thing, I thought it was yummy, noodles. I was admiring how their food was. I said they should buy me because I have to try it. Then
Yes.
when I tasted, huh? It doesn't taste like the stuff we eat at home. Yeah, so
Mm,
I think the environment, the buildings and everything, yes, that's what I was expecting to see. Like to
mm,
see the buildings. the roads. You saw how their bikes, they ride bicycles, they are parked properly, and everywhere is organized, very neat environment. I was really expecting that, and I saw that. But what the things I was not expecting was the heat, the food I was tasting,
Yeah.
and yeah, the environment, the smoke a lot here, so the air itself smelled differently.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah, those were the things I was not really expecting and I came to meet.
Okay. Okay. So you are here to study and then you start going for your classes. Mm, how would you compare the educational system here to um that of Ghana? How, any comparison, any differences, any
Okay.
similarities?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I was working in the uni before I came here. I
Mm,
was a lab technician.
okay.
Yeah, so I would say that the educational system is different, to
Mm,
be frank.
mm,
I would say Ghana is a bit tough as
mm,
compared to this place.
yeah.
And I would separate them toughness as in the hours, like the kind of hours we spend in class,
Mm,
and also the assignment, homeworks, the things you need to do, what you have to do.
mm,
Okay, so let me start with the classroom, like the
okay.
hours, right?
Yeah.
So here it's like the 40 within 45 minutes when you go to
Mm,
class, you have to take 10 minutes break.
yes.
And it just you are spending like 2 hours in the class and you have to take every 45 minutes. So 45 minutes, take a break. Next
Mm,
45 minutes, you are done for the class
mm,
and you are okay.
yeah.
Even if you are spending something like so within every 45 minutes, you have to take a break, and that's your
Yeah.
rule, right?
Yeah.
When it's break time, everybody is going to eat. Like they have time for everything.
Everything.
So
Yeah.
if it
True.
is time, the lecturer have to leave. There's no way you say, "Oh, can you borrow me?" No, the bell will distract everything, so you all go
Yes.
out.
Yes.
But in Ghana, a lecturer can come and teach 2 hours straight, not even
Mm,
5 minutes to drink water.
wow.
He can come and teach 4 hours straight, not even
Mm,
1 minute to 10.
mm,
Your phones are not even with you. Here, the lecturer can be teaching you on your phone. He will not
mm,
even say anything. You
yeah.
can move out and you're, oh, they will not say that flexibility is there. But in Ghana, it's not like that. Or let me
Mm,
just say in Africa, the educational
yeah.
system is not like that.
Mm,
Yes. And then I would also say that when it comes to like lecturers and students, lecturers being hard on students, here it's not like that.
mm,
It's more like the students are first and,
yeah.
and lecturers are second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they kind of give you that luxury and liberty. But when
Mm,
it comes to research lab,
mm,
here they don't joke with it.
yeah.
You have to put in the work and really do the work.
Mm,
So you see people living here like 6 a.m., this a.m. they are going to the lab.
mm,
But Ghana or Africa postgraduate students, you hardly see them really tedious with research and that kind of thing. But here it's another ball game. So I'll
mm,
say the academic system in Africa and here is
mm,
really, really different. It's
mm.
really, really different.
Okay.
It's really, really different. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mm, okay. So, how is it like to be a foreigner here in China?
Hmm. Yeah, I would say that I don't really know how to describe this,
Mm,
but it's sometimes I don't really know how to really put it. But being a foreigner in China, it's a different experience.
mm,
Yeah, so I would say to the students, if you are on campus, it's like the students have been seeing black people, so it looks
yes.
normal to them.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Then it's like although you are different color and other things from them, but they can easily move with you
Yeah.
because they see us all the time.
Mm,
But when you move out to the market or to any place, the bank or something, and the elderly people see you or someone who have never seen you before, they'll
mm.
look at you and they're wondering, are you a human being? They'll try to touch your hair to know
Mm,
if you are really, is it natural? They'll be asking you, is it natural hair? Is it artificial hair?
yeah.
They want to touch your skin. Some will even, they'll not even like tell you they want to, you just be watching and walking and someone will just touch you and like, what is this?
Mm,
And the way they even look at you, it's like so weird. Yeah. And so I feel that's just the experience is, it's cool. It's just that sometimes you feel uncomfortable, like the way people look at you and how they'll be touching you, and
mm,
then they'll be taking you pictures. Yeah,
yeah.
Like you are not unaware pictures. You are just sitting there, they'll be taking you pictures, videos, putting
Mm.
them online and things. So yeah, for me, that's just the experience. Yeah, with the
Yes.
people and everything. Yeah,
Mm. Yeah. Okay. Um. I assume you are here alone without family, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So how is it like to leave your family back in Ghana and be here alone in a
Hmm.
foreign land?
I think it takes a certain level of maturity to
Hmm.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel Africans, because we always have them, that driving force are okay. I'm going out there to
Hmm.
make life better. I'm going out there to improve my life and all that.
Hmm.
It's although you might miss family, although you might not see them all the time, but because of the reason, like what the driving force
Hmm.
that has that brought you here will not even allow you to be doing like a baby
Yes.
because coming out here in the first place, except maybe you are from senior, you are undergrad,
Hmm.
that way you have not really experienced university life alone and all that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that one, for me to speak on that angle, I would say that, okay, at that age, probably you'll miss home and all that. You'll be saying, mommy, mommy. But as time goes on, you adapt. But
Yeah.
someone who is where you are a bit in your, I would say late 20s,
Hmm.
30s, so it's not really something that will really like cost you a lot,
Hmm.
except that you call it, you can't be doing normal calls to hear about WhatsApp and all that. And
Hmm.
for me, your parents might not have WhatsApp phones. So it's
Yes.
very difficult communicating, and that's the hurtful part
Yeah.
because you cannot talk to your parents at will because you have to say, okay, maybe your sister or your brother has a WhatsApp phone. So anytime the person is around, you talk to
Hmm.
them.
Hmm.
And unlike Ghana or Africa, you can just call them anytime to lay your
Nice.
complaint or something. But
Yeah.
here you can't do that. So I think that's the different angles to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you mentioned food earlier on. What's your favorite Chinese food?
What is
What is your favorite Chinese food?
whoa? My favorite Chinese food. I think I'm still discovering myself on food.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, because when I came here, they say the Africans eat much more of chow fan. That's the fried rice,
yes.
and then womenji. That's more like
Mm,
light soup and
mm,
rice.
mm-hmm.
And then spaghetti like noodles.
Yes.
So yeah, noodles. So and for me, I can't just so even chow fan, I don't like it.
Mm,
And the womenji, I eat it once a while, like when I
yeah.
feel like taking something soupy and
Mm,
spicy, then I do it because I cook a lot. I cook on myself. I cook for
yeah.
myself. So
Mm,
because how I want it, and there are African stuff you can buy online to cook your
mm,
own food, although
mm,
it might not taste because their tomato and veggies taste different. So it can
mm,
never be like the one you eat in Africa, but you
yes.
can mimic it to look like that for you
Mm-hmm.
to be okay. So I only eat Chinese food. Probably I don't have food or I just feel like eating it. But
Mm,
if I really want to eat and feel I've eaten food well, I just have to cook. Yeah.
okay. 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 Um,
Mm,
since your supervisor is a foreigner, I assume you are doing your course in English, right?
yes, yes.
Okay. How good is your Chinese?
Boy, my Chinese being good. No, it's not good. When you speak, I'll get you,
Mm,
right? When you speak, I might get what you are saying because I
mm,
will get to know one or two words inside.
yes.
Yeah, but you see, the one in the book you are reading, if
Mm,
you write something for me to read, I will read and understand it. But when you
mm,
speak, I don't know what you're saying. So it's like I have problem with the hearing part of it.
mm,
Uh-huh. But if you write it down, I might be able to know, okay, this character is this character is this. Then if
yeah.
I blend them together, it might mean this. But when
Mm,
you're speaking, it's a different thing altogether. So you
mm,
just say anything, I'll just say, do it, that kind of thing.
mm,
And then you have to say it and then I'll complete. Might get
yeah.
two or one or two words to complete, but it's not really good at all because I'm not even up to a year with it.
Mm.
So yeah. And then when I was coming here, I was like, oh, Chinese. Within 6 months, I have to speak. I'll speak. But get here, I realized that no, it's not
Mm.
like that. Yeah, but the
Well,
thing is to be
mhm,
able to speak it more, you have to interact with them, talk to them. But some of us, you are not like that, you know. So it's like other things too takes your time and things. But yeah, I'm still trying to improve on that. Yeah.
Any cultural shocks?
Mm. Whoa, whoa. Cultural shock, cultural shock, cultural
Mm,
shock. Well, it's one of the things is the I don't care attitude.
mm,
Yeah. Because I didn't know people can be so like they don't really care.
mm,
So I think when I came, a friend gave me a scenario that he kind of passed out in I think metro station. He
mm,
has this thing of like he can for him he's still deciding to know. He has not really told me details, but he's trying to say he doesn't even know what really happens.
mm,
But she can just fall off and then she'll lie there till she wakes up on her own.
mm,
And then I've also had instances people telling me that you can be passing, people get accidents, and then they'll come and pass the other way, and the person is struck. Whether the person is bleeding to death, nobody cares.
yeah,
So I was like, and it's a shock to me because in Africa that cannot be done.
yes,
Like everybody is concerned with whatever is happening around you. And I
mm,
think to an extent, it's not just for them to gossip, but that human thing will not allow us to just walk past someone who has gotten an accident or
yeah,
walk past someone who is crying. If a
mm,
child is, they'll ask, what is wrong with you? They must find the reason why you are crying, or they
yeah,
must find the reason why this is happening.
mm,
But here, it's a different ballgame altogether.
mm,
So whatever is happening to you, are even running, screaming, they'll just be walking past, nobody have your time.
yeah.
And the other thing too is the young people hugging each other, kissing. They can do anything. I say, Africa, who are you? Even couples cannot leave their own love on the street and have their peace. But here, you even see students on campus. I'm like,
Yes.
okay. It's a different thing here. This is a different
Yeah.
world I'm into. Yeah, so
Very
those were the
true.
things that I actually noticed.
Yeah. You know, you are just reminding me. Even in the metro, you see them holding hands, kissing, and then
Yeah.
no one cares
Mm,
about it.
yeah.
You can't do that in Ghana, you know.
Hey, you can't try it.
You can't try it. Oh, yeah. Anyway, um, since you came, have you traveled to any other part of China aside being in Nanjing?
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I've
Hmm.
not, I've not. I've not even left Nigeria since I came.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then, the next question will be, any bad experience in Nanjing or in China? Any bad
Mm,
experience?
bad experience.
Hmm.
Okay. So that was when I came and I was to go and do I think I was to open my bank account.
Hmm.
So I got there. They said I was to go I needed it for my CAC scholarship stuff.
Yeah.
So, and I had to get that one because they needed it urgently to process my document.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went there, and when I got there, they told me that it was time for their break. It was almost, so not that it was time. Then
Yeah.
they left me, one of my brothers here, my Ghanaian brother here
Hmm.
that I followed them. They left us and they went. When they came back, and they even looked through my document. When they looked through, they didn't say anything, and they left
Hmm.
us and they went for their break.
Hmm.
We sat there till they came back.
Hmm.
And when they came, the lady he just opened through the documents and, we're using that app, what's the name, to type, to translate for them to
Yeah.
read. So
Hmm.
the guy will type, give it to them, they'll read, type back, give it to that kind of thing.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then they gave us a form to fill. Then I was filling the form. Then they just said, my school admission letter is not the original one. They can't use that one to do it. My resident permit is not permanent. And I'm like, right now, I can't get permanent one right now. I just
Hmm.
need this bank. You have my passport, you have my everything. This thing, you don't need the bank. What are you saying? I don't even know what you're saying.
Yes.
So we're there talking, and they were just, oh God. So I became angry. Oh, but I couldn't, they don't understand English where you can express yourself.
Hmm.
So we took it and I told the guy that and they were like, they are even tired. It's like they were also tired typing and all those things.
Mm.
Like it's not my fault because I don't understand you. You don't understand me. So it's not
Yeah.
like so I'm tired even typing to you. So I just took it and I bought. But when I went to their branch, they didn't even ask a lot of things to do that thing. They just asked for my passport, they asked for my this thing. They finished it for me.
Mm.
So for me, I think it was that particular lady I met
Mm.
that she really, really messed my day. And that whole day, that even to go to that place, the way we walked, I was so stressed to
Mm.
just go to that place. And she did that to me. So I was like, if that woman could speak English,
You'd have
hmm,
told her your mind.
I would tell her the African mind. Yeah, so for me, for now, I think that's the bad experience I really had.
Mm.
I was really, really sad for that
Mm.
experience. Yeah.
Okay. So now we move to the good experiences we've had here in China.
Mm, aye, good experiences.
Mm.
I think China here, there are nice places to go.
Mm.
Yes. And for me, I'm kind of, when I came, one of blessed to have Ghanaian brothers and sister here that I was
Yeah.
following them around.
Mm.
So Helen, Alfred, Phil, they were there for me. When I came, they took me through a lot of things. So
Mm.
there are nice places to go. And one day I was even telling them that if Africa could be like this, we will not be
Mm.
getting broken hearts at all. Because see here, I have stress. Just go. The
Yeah.
view alone, you'll be okay. Just walk, go
Yes.
and sit somewhere and
Mm.
play. Just watch the nice view alone, like you'll be
Mm.
okay.
Yeah.
So for my good experiences, yeah, the people they are cool. As I said, there's
Mm.
no violence here.
Yeah.
Even you saw someone, the person will just look at, they will just fold their arm because they are a bit timid. And when they
Yeah.
even see us, they're intimidated by our stature, our color, and our looks.
Mm.
So they are good people. They treat you well. They are okay. They are fine. It's
Mm.
just their weird look and everything, but they are not
Yeah.
violent people. They are really good people. They are nice places to go. Academic wise, you have everything you need, just that you work hard. They are hard working. They really work hard. Chinese are hard working people.
Mm.
So when
Mm.
you come here, you can't adjust. That's the only way you really have issue. But
Yeah.
just do the right thing and you are good to go.
Mm.
Health system, everything is there for you. Just
Mm.
follow the rules, follow whatever they ask you to follow, and enjoy the atmosphere in the country. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, it's been a good
Okay.
time with me. I've always had a good time here. Yeah.
Mm. Okay. Um, you initially mentioned security here in China where you could, leave your phone outside and no one would take it, right?
Mhm.
What do you like most about China?
Ah, safety.
Safety.
I'll say safety. Safety. I was even saying that if you go back to Africa and you're not careful, you lose everything that you've ever had in your life.
Yes.
Because staying here is like you are used to like not like something not getting missing. Okay.
Yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
One day I went to the quiet. I used my phone and I
Mm.
left it there.
Mm.
When I came, I was comfortably sitting. When I was
Mm.
to do something, I realized that my phone is still there. When I rushed back, it was there. People were
Mm.
walking about. The phone was still there. Yeah.
Mm.
So I would say that safety, it is. And
Yeah.
China is not a country where you'll be there and you are worried that there's war here, there's war
Mm.
there, there's
Mm.
war here, this country is coming to attack and all that. No. And
Yeah.
it's not a country that, although um, people are not, things are not really as cheap as people say,
Mm.
but as little money as you can have, you
Mm.
can get food to eat.
Yeah. It's very
That's the
true.
good thing about this country.
Mm.
No matter the money you have, there's every food for everybody.
Mm.
If you go to the canteen, even with 5 MMB, you can eat and get
Yeah.
satisfied with
Yeah.
whatever food you want to do. So I would
Mm.
say security, the economy is okay, stable to be able to handle every class of a human being. It doesn't matter your finances, you can still survive if you just have something small. And then you are working, you are not worried. Even midnight, you can leave lab, you can leave wherever you are going to. Then you're working freely. Nobody
Yeah.
would. It's not like there are cameras somewhere. Someone will come and snatch your bag or something. So
Mm.
you have the that kind of like clear mind to work and do your stuffs. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Mm, okay. We are coming to the end of this. Any last
Okay.
words or anything Ghana can learn from China?
Ooh. um, Number one, I would say hard work.
Mm,
Hard work. Like they are really hardworking people.
yeah.
No matter what they are doing, they put everything to it.
Mm,
Yeah, so they are really hardworking. And I'll say they are aged people.
yeah.
When I got here, I was like, huh, if Africa could be like this, I don't know. Because here they really make good use of their aged people. In
Yeah.
Africa, when you are retired, you go back home, you are sitting under the tree. They are calling your children, oh, send me money, oh, I'm
Mm,
now retired, I'm not doing anything, oh,
mm,
this and that. But here, they are aged people. Everybody is doing something.
yeah.
No matter how small it is, just pick rubber and things, you are doing something.
Mm,
Everybody is working, no matter your age. Everyone is putting in the work, and then the country is moving forward.
yeah.
That's why China cannot be compared to any other country
Mm,
because whatever you are put there to do, you must do that work.
yeah.
When you get there, someone, even here, look at how their security stand.
Mm,
They'll just be, they are not sitting. There's no place that security is sitting.
yeah.
And then when you are taking care of like a building, you see them standing
Yeah.
erect. When lecturers, they come 30 minutes before time.
Mm,
Even with the students, especially with the Africans who are not used to coming to class before, you get there, they are already there.
yes.
So they
True.
really put in every single thing. So to me, I would say that whatever Africa can emulate is we should put in the when you are put anywhere to work, put in the work and do it.
Mm,
Don't say, oh, it's government, is that, is that, is that. It's not like they are putting cameras on you, but
mm,
just do the thing for the betterment of the country. And then
mm,
our aged people, probably we have to look for something for them to do.
mm,
Because you see someone retired, the person is still strong, very intelligent, but
yeah.
because the person is 60 years, they will lay the person will retire and go and sit in the house,
Mm,
keeping that brain and everything to themselves.
mhm,
It's not really helping.
yeah.
Yeah. And then security wise, I don't really know how that can because I think the cultural differences is really too much. And a
Yeah.
lot of the crimes we have in Africa is because of hunger.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
because here
True.
there's nothing like hunger. There's food to eat and things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think hunger and then yeah, for us to really put in the work and then do whatever we have to do to put food on our table instead of causing violence and fighting and killing and stealing and doing all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Linda, thanks very
Mm,
much for passing through. I really appreciate your time.
thank you. I really appreciate your invite. Yeah.
Okay, guys, if you enjoyed watching, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.